Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be previewing Day 2 of the Great Northern Darwin Cup Carnival. That is Asian United Food Service Race Day, and that is Saturday, the 15th of July. After a mammoth 10-race card on Day 1, Day 2 is a little more sedate. But with 7 races and some 68 acceptors, it should again be a first-class fixture with the feature race 6, the $60,000 Chief Minister's Cup, sponsored by Asian United Food. The first event, the Arctic Installations Handicap, is a 0 to 66 event. It's over 1,300 metres. It's time to get underway at 1:48, and my numbers are 7, 1 and 4. Number 7, Latest Bentley, was really good last time out. That was in the Rowan Cup over the strip of 1,300 metres. He finished 5th on that occasion behind Noirdaroo. You'll recall Noirdaroo came from an impossible position to win in a really impressive performance. Well, Latest Bentley finished 5th and he was only beaten 2.6 lengths. Admittedly, that was a high-class race. He's down a little bit in grade, and I think that will hold the key for him here. Stan Sakos takes him out. He's on the minimum of 55 kilograms, and I thought he only has to reproduce that good run from the Rowan Cup to be very hard to beat here. Number 7 on top for me. Ahead of 1, First Crusade. This is one of 2 in the event, trained by Chloe Baxter. Casey Hunter takes the mount here. 3rd, First Up the other day behind Throw It to Stumps, who goes round later in the day. 2nd Up, of course, and Up in Trip. It's actually the horse's first run over 1,300, so it'll be an interesting experiment, I suppose you'd say, from Chloe to see how the horse goes, but I was impressed with the first up run. And in for 3rd, number 4, Captain George. He's probably the horse with the most upside. He's won his only 2 starts from the Gary Clark stable. Jared Todd aboard. Clarkey, of course, had a double last week. And Captain George, a promising type, and I've got him right in the mix here. I've put him into run 3rd. In the opener, my numbers are 7, 1 and 4. The second's the Merit Partners Maiden Plate. Obviously for the Maideners, over 1,200 metres. And a shout out to my good friend Rosemary Campbell. This will be Rosemary's last Merit Partners Day on Asian United Food Service Race Day. She's retiring in the not too distant future. She'll be making the presentation. We'll put the race nice and early for Rosemary, and she can enjoy her last Chief Minister's Cup Day as she loves to do. In the second, my numbers are 5, 7 and 4. Number 4, Go Barney Go. Number 5, Go Barney Go for me. Adam Nichols for Chris Pollard. Really good run last time out. That was a bit more what we've been expecting from Go Barney Go. He hit the front. He looked like he was going to win. He ran around a little bit, just got run down by Come Again and finished 2nd, beaten less than half a length on that occasion. The only question for me is he's down in Trip. That was 1,300. This is 1,200. But now that he's found a bit of form, I think he can go on with the job for Chris Pollard and Chippy Nichols. Number 5 on top. Ahead of 7, Quick Return. 2 seconds and then a 4th last time out. Heather Lehman and Sonia Wiseman, the combo here. Thought he was a little disappointing last time. It was in the same race behind Come Again and Go Barney Go. Had his chance, but I'm giving him another chance here to run a drum. And in for 3rd, number 4, Philly Cheesesteak. Philly Cheesesteak, not an easy one to say. Wayne Davis back in the saddle for Phil Cole. Of course, the Guineas winning trainer from last week. 2nd here behind Ruby last time. That was a good run. Ran on strongly. Down and Trip, again, maybe not ideal, but such was its good run last time. We've got it in the first 3 here. Numbers in the second are 5, 7 and 4. We go to the 3rd, the AFA Insurance Brokers Handicap. This is 0 to 76. It's over the 1,200 metres. Already a scratching in this race. Number 7, Versetto, has come out. And my numbers are 6, 4 and 1. Going here with the up-and-comer, Throw It to Stumps. Only had the 2 starts in the territory for Kerry Petrick. Paul Denton rides on this occasion. He won on the horse last time. Adam Nichols rode when it won the previous start. He was the $33,000 buy from the Alice Springs Tried Horse Sale. He's done everything right in his 2 runs since. He looks a horse with a real future, and I've got him on top here, number 6. To beat number 4, Munster, trained by Neil Dyer. Stan Sakos aboard. 3rd, last time out behind Ideas Man, was a good run, only beaten 3 lengths on that occasion. I think there's improvement in Munster, and he should be very hard to beat here. And in for 3rd, number 1, Desert Dreamer from the stable of Gary Clark. Jared Todd in the saddle. He's had just the 1 start in Darwin. It was in that same race behind Ideas Man here on the 1st of July. He finished midfield, but after that run on the track, I think he will improve. So my numbers in the 3rd are 6, 4 and 1. We go to the 4th, the Sunbuild Pty Limited Trobus Handicap. Now this is a 3-year-old event. It's a benchmark 66 and it's over the 1,100 metres. My numbers here are 1, 2 and 3. So down the book, number 1 on top, Doc O'Connor. Speedy Conveyance, Jared Todd for Gary Clark. He's drawn the middle of the line here, drawn barrier 5. He's had 3 starts at the trip for 2 wins. He was a little disappointing last time out over 1,200 metres when he dropped away to finish 4th behind Danaher over 1,200. Back to the 11, I think he'll be seen to advantage, and I've got him on top here. To beat number 2, Ankle Rolex for Paddy Johnson and Adam Nichols. He's drawn 1. I think there'll be plenty of pace in this race. He trialled well just a couple of weeks ago, did Ankle Rolex, and I know Pat's happy with his condition. Hasn't had a run since Alice Springs on the 17th of April, so in a fresh state here. Should race really well. And in for 3rd, the Alice Springs Visitor, number 3, Garucha, trained by Russell Bell. Alice Lindsay aboard. Bad draw is the only question mark here. He's drawn 9, and from the 1100 we'll have to get on his bike quickly or sit off them and see if he can get home over the top. But his form in Alice Springs has been pretty consistent, and I've got him in to run 3rd. Numbers in the 4th are 1, 2 and 3. We go to the 5th, the FRM Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Handicap. This over the sprint trip of 1,000 metres for the 0 to 58 gallopers. My numbers here are 3, 1 and 4. Change is coming. On top for me, Gary Clark, Jared Todd. I think the boys can be in for a pretty good day. Of course, they had 2 wins on day 1. Tayan Holter was the headliner on day 1 with 4 winners. Well done to Tatey. But change is coming. Hasn't raced yet in Darwin. Was a late scratching at the gates here a few weeks back. Since then, has won a trial in impressive fashion, and I mean impressive fashion. And I think change is coming. It's got plenty of ability. And from barrier 5, I can see it going straight to the front and leading all the way. Number 3 on top for me, ahead of number 1, Fraction Late. David Bates trains, Alice Lindsay aboard. I thought it was only a so-so run last time, finished in the middle behind Lucky Fortuna. Only beaten 3 lengths, wasn't far away. Earlier form was solid with a win in 3 seconds in his previous 4 starts. So putting him in to run 2nd, giving him another chance. And in for 3rd, number 4, Stars the Limit. Last start winner for Chris Pollard. Mark Pegas takes them out. Hasn't he been going well, Mark? He's won a race at the last 9 meetings that he's ridden at. So he's having a great run of form as the top Victorian rider. And Stars the Limit, now he's won a race, and that was on the 24th of June. He might just go on with the job. My numbers in the 5th are 3, 1 and 4. We go to the feature, the $60,000 Asian United Food Service Chief Minister's Cup. Of course, it's a time-honoured event, always a great lead-up this to the Darwin Cup. In fact, the last 2 years it's been won by Highly Decorated and Playoffs, and we know what they did. They both went on and won the Darwin Cup. A number of Darwin Cup winners have come through this race, the likes of Zar Speed, Light in the Night, Hawke's Bay, Raw Request, and a host of them. So always a good race to keep your eye on. It is over the 1,600 metres, and my numbers in the feature are 5, 10, 6 and 7. Going here with number 5, Noada Roo. He was super impressive winning last time in the Rowan Gold Cup. Of course, came from a mile off them and hit the line with huge gusto. Vanessa Arnott for Jason Manning. The mile won't worry him. He's won 4 times from 16 starts at the trip. He's heading towards the Darwin Cup, of course. The inside barrier may be a bit of a hindrance. I'm not sure. He's going to have to do a bit of work early, so he'll probably be ridden a little handier than he was last start. But just hard to go past him on the strength of that last start win. 5 on top. Ahead of 10, we go over the page to the Alice Springs Cup winner, and that is Write Your Name. And of course, Write Your Name looking to keep alive his chances of the Territory treble. Won the Alice Cup, needs to win the Chief Ministers and the Darwin Cup to take out that $100,000 bonus. So you can bet that Dick Leach will be trying his absolute best. Mark Pegas in the saddle. His run behind Wadaru was good. His first run since the Alice Springs Cup, he finished 8th, but he was only beaten 4 1/4 lengths. So watch for him to be hitting the line strongly. In for 3rd, number 6, Sandblast, also came through the Rowan Cup. Finished 7th, beaten 4 lengths. Adam Nichols for Heather Lehman. I thought he was the run of an improver in the Rowan Cup. And in for 4th is number 7, Siakam. Well, he ran 3rd in the Rowan Cup behind Nuadaru. Was a super run. Paul Denton gets on with him well. Gary Clark puts the polish on. Clarkie's got no less than 4 engaged here, and looking forward to seeing Grand Slam, and thought of that go well for him and go around here. They haven't had a run yet in Darwin. So really intriguing race, the Chief Minister's Cup. My numbers are 5, 10, 6 and 7. And we go to the last. And the last of the 7, the CJD Equipment Handicap. It's also over the mile. My numbers here are 1, 6 and 7. Number 1, Qualis for Mark Pegas and Sheila Arnold. He was an impressive winner here 2 starts back. Then last time out finished 4th behind Hettinger. Wasn't far away, beaten just under 3 lengths. I think with that run under the belt, he can get back to winning form here. Number 1, Qualis. Ahead of 6, Tiara Jewel. Gary Clark, Jared Todd, the combo. Only one start on the track. Finished 5th behind Venting here on the 24th of June. I thought it was a run of an improver and can be right in the mix here. I think number 6. And then for third, number 7, Sweet as Scandy. He's had 3 starts here for Kev Lamprick. Janis Luxemon takes the mount. Was 5th last time out to Glacier Grey. Hasn't had all favours in its 3 runs, and I thought over the mile could be one to get some of it and one for your multiples. In the last, my numbers are 1, 6 and 7. Best bet on the card, race 5, number 3, Changes Coming. Race 5, number 3, Changes Coming, my best of the day. Well, the best rough is in the last, and he probably won't be that rough either, trained by Neil Dyer. Number 5, Ting Hui Feng Li. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but that'll do us today. So Ting Hui Feng Li, the best of the day, rather the roughest of the day, or the roughie of the day, and he's in the last, and he's number 5. That wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk. We'll be back again next Monday to preview Day 3 of the carnival. Of course, is Bridge Toyota Ladies' Day, which will be run next Wednesday. That's the 19th of July. And until then, good luck and good punting.